Hi everyone, welcome to the Trini Indian kitchen. Today we'll be making Kitchri. Kitchri is a type of rice and lentil that's boiled together to make one whole dish on its own. It originated in India. There's obviously different types of Kitchri. There's the Bengali Kitchri, there's a Gujarati Kitchri. The Kitchri that we know of in Trinidad came from the eastern Indian part. So it's not really Bengali, but it's more into the eastern part of India. So let's get into the recipe. So here we'll need 2 cups of parboiled rice, and I've just soaked this. So it's 2 cups, but when it soaks, it gets bigger. We'll also need 1 cup of split peas, that's dal, and again I've soaked it and you can see it's kind of flowing over a little bit. We'll need 3 elychee, 3 cardamom, a 6-inch piece of cinnamon. We'll need a teaspoon of ginger paste, so about an inch of ginger that I grated. I grated 4 garlics here, that's about a teaspoon of garlic paste, a half of an onion, and some curry leaves. Half a teaspoon of Hardee powder. Half a teaspoon of jeera, the whole jeera, and of course salt to taste, water and oil, but that's for the later part. So I've got my rice cooker plugged in and it's turned on to the warm setting right now. I'm going to add my rice, my dal, my soaked dal. So here I've added the dal and rice, and now I'll add the Hardee powder, our cinnamon, the elychee. I'm just going to break the skin off and add it just so that the flavor can mix in there. Our ginger paste, and we're going to add our water and turn it on. So right now we've just added water. We're going to add it almost to the top of the cooker because the dal really needs to cook and mash up in there and get soft. So at this time, before it starts to boil, we'll add salt to taste, just a little bit, and then we'll go on later adding more. So to chunky the onion, garlic, and curry leaf with the jeera, I have a tablespoon of oil in my small little pot here. You could use a karchul as well. Traditionally you would use a karchul, but I'm using this because I find I have a little bit more control over it. But if you want to use a karchul, you can use it. So I'm going to let this heat up, and then while that's boiling, while the kitchri is boiling, I'm going to chunky this and throw it in there. So it's not right at the end, but it's a little bit like while it's boiling, while it's cooking, so that everything can infuse properly. So what I did to check if my oil was hot, I broke up a curry leaf and I just threw it in there, and when you see it start sizzling, it's almost ready. I have my stove on high heat, and we're going to make sure that the oil is really hot before we throw our ingredients in there. Okay, so our oil is hot. I'm going to add the jeera, and you see it sizzles right away. Just mix it a little bit. And you see it toasts nicely, so we're going to add our curry leaves now, and just step back a little bit. And then our garlic. Our onion. And we're going to cook this until everything browns nicely. So everything has browned nicely, the onions have softened, So we're going to turn off the stove and we're going to pour it into our Kitchri. So our Kitchri's come to a boil now. We're going to add our onions and our jeera. Just mix it nicely. Okay, so here's our Kitchri. It's almost done. It just needs the water to boil out, but the dal and the rice are both soft enough. The dal, if you press it, it would mash up very easily. And the rice is also very soft. Now all we need to do is just test it for salt, and it would be ready. So here it is. This is our Kitchri. It's all done now. Everything is all nice and soft. The rice and the dal are both cooked nice and properly. This Kitchri can be eaten with anything. It could be eaten as a meal altogether by itself. It's very flavorful. The elychee and the cinnamon are optional, but they do add a very good flavor to this. So thank you for watching this video. Please do make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. I will be posting new recipes every Saturday.